Hey y'all, Bridget Bartlett here. I am the local business marketing, training, and support specialist for Builderall. So today is Monday, and we are actually going to start another series. You know how much I love to do series. The reason that I love to do the series type of training is because we have so many tools and so many tutorials, but the one thing that everyone struggles with is the beginning to end type training. Okay, so what I'm actually, the series that we're going to work on, since it's the beginning of March, in Indiana, where I live, lawn care season is starting. Okay, so that's actually a really big deal for me because my husband and I own a lawn care business. So what I want to do is there are so many people, so many lawn care business owners that have zero idea of how to promote their business or how to create a website, but they all need a website. So I am going to show you how to create a lawn care business website, and I'm going to also show you how to, as an agency, find clients for local business like lawn care business owners to be able to give them the website template, but also to have them book an appointment to chat with you, to have a meeting with you so that you can, one, upsell them. Two, I want you to set this up, or I'm going to show you how to set this up to basically, so they have to have a meeting with you to get the template. Okay. I know, and you know, we could run ads and say, hey, get your free lawn care template. And you know, they could sign up for a free Builderall account, and 98% of them will probably never do anything with it. So there's a lot of power in the people who set an appointment with you to get the free template, and then they show up to the meeting, and then you actually walk them through and get this set up for them. Okay, it's a great opportunity to, one, introduce yourself and build up that know, like, and trust factor. Also, the fact that they have to show up to the meeting to get the template is really important, because now you're increasing your actual attendance to the appointments, right? There's a lot of no call, no shows going on sometimes, and that's super annoying and a waste of your time. But I'm also going to show you how, I'm basically going to take you in the whole back end part of my business. I'm going to show you another software that I use to basically automate the estimate process. We used to use a contact form, which you could easily do, but the power of what I'm getting ready to show you is super impressive, and the software is free. So you can set up the landing page, and then you can just put a get an estimate button, and then send it to this software, and then you have just given them not only a landing page or a full-blown website, whatever's up to you, but you've also given them an entire back-end system to invoice their customers, to create the routes for them, to create estimates where they can just click a button and they can approve the estimate. It's a very, very professional system that 99% of lawn care business owners, they have no idea any of these things exist. Okay. So instead of me telling you all about it. First, let me say hi to Jim. Jim says, wishing everyone a marvelous Monday. Hi, Jim. Jim's always here. He's my action taker. I love it. Carlos is here. Carlos says, happy Women's Day. Thank you so much. I happen to be a woman and I'm happy today. So happy Women's Day to me too. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started now, before I even jump into this. This is going to be multiple days of training. Okay. If you are someone who's like, there's a lot of training videos and, I'm in a hurry, or I know some of this stuff, so I just want to like kind of speed up the video, you can actually download Google Chrome extensions. One of them I think is called Video Speed Controller. And then you can actually put any of the videos at like maybe 2 times the speed or whatever. So I don't want to speed up myself because then people feel left behind. But if you are someone who's like, I already know this part, yeah, I want to speed through, then please feel free to use that Google Chrome extension or whatever you use. If you use Mac, I'm sure that there are many options, but I'm super excited to show you guys this because the whole, I want to show you my website first. Okay. We're going to walk through basically the customer journey of my business. And then I'm going to show you my website and then the whole back end part of it that I'm talking about. Okay. So let me move this over out of the way and start sharing my screen here. Okay. So here is my website. So for our lawn care business, so you see, I practice what I preach. So we have the home, about us, request an estimate. I also have the DIY 4-step treatment, billing, and pay invoice. Okay, so these are the pages that I have. On my home page, of course, my call to action and all of my important information I want right here. This also has to do with SEO, so I definitely want them to know that these are our service areas. Okay, I have testimonials here, and these are actually widgets. So I have a widget embedded here for Google, and I also have a widget embedded here for Facebook reviews. Okay, so we have a lot of reviews on Facebook and Google. That's why I want to highlight them. But the cool thing about putting these widgets here is that in the emails, I can say, hey, if you are happy with your service, actually there is an email that goes out as soon as my husband hits complete on the job. It sends out, which is, another cool feature of this other software. And then it sends them an email that I have already created. So in that email, I always say, if you think we're worthy of 5 stars, please click here to leave us a review. And then I'm sending them back to our website. So that's a better way than just sending them to Google or Facebook, because they may get lost in the, in the transition. And then they've forgotten why they even went to Facebook in the first place, because they had 20 notifications they hadn't checked, and then they forgot all about going to do this. So I love to embed these, and it's right under the lawn care. My logic is that they come to this website, they want to request an estimate, but they see testimonials. That's what I want them to see right away, because they know we do lawn care. They may not know the specific services that we offer, but I want them right away to see all of these reviews, because we have 28 reviews here on Google, and then we have, I'm not really sure how many, but I feel like almost 20 on Facebook. So that's really powerful. I want them to see lawn care, the service area, and then the testimonials. Okay, now right underneath that, we have the services section here. I'm not a huge fan of these logos, but you'll see on the software that I use why I chose that. You see I have the parallax effect, so as they scroll down, the grass grows. I thought that was kind of cool. I don't know, maybe it's cheesy. And then we have like a slideshow. This is just an image gallery. This is all Cheetah stuff, so you can easily do this on your own. And all I did was just take a snippet of the service area that we provide lawn care services for, and it's only a 5-mile radius of this zip code, so that's why I have that there. Okay, and then of course we have request an estimate. So what does it look like when they request an estimate? Okay, so they click here, and they immediately go to this page. Now, this is the cool thing. This is where this additional software takes place or gets used. Okay, so it's just a link that you add to a button, or you can add to an iframe, as I did, because I really don't want to send them away from my website. Okay, so let's go ahead and type in an address. Let's say, usually if I start typing here, actually, let me pick like a real address that I know so that it actually, okay. So it actually starts coming up with a real address here. This is so cool. So let's say this is our address. We'll go ahead and click there. Now they can choose between the services that we have. So lawn mowing, cleanup, or other. So let's actually choose lawn mowing. And we only have one option. This is all customizable for your business. So let's say weekly and continue. And then they can choose the lawn measurements. They almost never know. So let's say measure now. And then here's some directions about how they can measure their property. So we'll say, got it, thanks. And as soon as you click that, then you see now we have the address, which is brought up on a Google map here. So if we want to go out a little bit, this is actually a large property, but it gives them the opportunity to measure it for us, right? So you can just click here. Let's say this is the property and this is the property line. So they measure out their property there, okay? So they can choose start over, remove last, or add a new area, you know, so they have lots of options, okay? But let's say this is good and we're going to click continue. Now they need to put in their information and all of that, and then it goes to, and it gets emailed to us, okay? And you can actually choose your own slogan down here, but the software is Yardbook, okay? And Yardbook is a free software. Before I go show you Yardbook, I also want to show you the other things that this does here. You can actually choose pay invoice. And if one of our customers wants to actually come to the website to pay the invoice, they could look it up here and the amount due and then search and then pay that way. So it's just an additional, we have never ever had a customer use this feature, but I think adding it to your website just adds an extra layer of professionalism to show that they do have the ability to actually pay their invoice online. Here where it says the DIY treatment, we actually don't provide chemical treatments, but we have lots of customers who ask for it. So what I did is I'm an Amazon affiliate, so I just created a DIY lawn care treatment that they could do themselves. And then of course, if they purchase that, I earn commission because it's affiliate, okay? So lots of ways that you can integrate affiliate marketing into your website. But what we want to do basically is just create a template. And then what I'm going to do is once we create this template and we get our system in place, then what I'm going to do is show you how to prospect with this template, how you can use the template to go as an agency to get local business owners who are lawn care businesses to actually sign them up, to set up meetings and all of that. So I'm going to show you how to create it, and then we're going to prospect, okay? So let's actually, let me show you the back end first, because I always say if you're going to start with a funnel or a website, you need to start with the back end. Where do you want them to go? Now, Yardbook, it's yardbook.com. Like I said, it's free. It's really free. It's totally free forever. No credit card, no nothing, which is why this is great to set this up for a client for them, right? So you could set up that hour meeting and say, look, I'm going to set you up with your whole system, and all you have to do is basically they create their free account, and then you just take the links to embed into our template, okay? So you can see here why this is such extreme value for the client, because they get their business profile, they can manage their leads, they can send out estimates, they even have P&L reports, they have GPS tracking for employees, timesheets, they can create their route, they can create their schedule, they can even have different maintenance alerts Pricing catalog, invoicing and payments, expenses, credit cards, chemical tracking, so many things. You can even send text messages with the invoice. So I actually use this for my agency in addition to my lawn care business. Okay. And let me just go ahead. I created this actually. Rather than show you my test account I created, they have a demo here. So let's go ahead and just check out the demo, and then you can see all of the cool things. So this is what your dashboard would look like. This is just demo information. This is not my business. But they have their dashboard here. Now, again, let me say, this is free, you guys. They do have a premium plan that has like the text messaging feature and some integrations with QuickBooks and different things like that. But this is free. This is amazing. Even the free plan is such great value. I wish they had an affiliate program, because I've actually written them and asked them to have one, because I would love to be able to set up lawn care business owners with all the things that I struggled with, right? And just make things easy. Then you could get commission for Builderall and Yardbook. But since they don't have one, we'll just have to use this as a major bonus, okay? So here you can see how many customers they have, new estimates, new invoices. Now, again, like I said, this is great to have as the agency, as your agency too. One of my favorite things besides the invoicing and the estimates feature is the ability for them to store their credit card on file without me ever having it. So if you go to the site map here, you can go to, let's see, where is it? Where you can integrate, manage credit cards. So this is really cool. You integrate this with Stripe very simply. You just log in and say that it can have access. And then you can actually click send card on file link. So you choose one of your customers. And once, this is not going to let me because it's a demo information, but you basically just choose the customer and send send the link to them. And then they will click on the link and then store their credit card in a form, and then it goes to Stripe. So you never have access, but yet every time I need to bill my clients, I have that set up, okay? So super, super easy. The way that we do our lawn care business is every Friday, if they've received service that previous or that week, we charge them every Friday. So that's my routine, and I do that manually here in Yardbook, but again, it's super, super simple, and then I send them the invoice. So that's so crazy easy for us, and we actually don't even have, we don't take clients or put them on our schedule until they have stored their credit cards. So that's our process. I send them I send them an estimate. They click in the estimate to approve it. Let me see if there's actually an image here. So this is one of the demos here. So let's see. We'll click here. Let's do send customer, and let's do email. And then let's open this up. Okay, so let's just choose this theme here. So this is what it's going to look like, except when they get the email, it'll have a button here and it'll say approve. Okay, so when I, as the business, I get the approval, whether it's lawn care or my agency, then I know that, okay, now we're ready to move forward. Then I send them the link to store their credit card, and that's when I get started. And I never bill until we've completed a job, whether it's lawn care or the agency. Okay, so if it's something like reoccurring, obviously like social media management or something like that, I feel good enough to go ahead and start the work as long as I have their card on file. So that's just how I handle things. But again, it's just something that you can know and be able to assist them, because they're not going to have any idea how to set all of this up. So if you know how to set this up for them, and like I said, it's so simple. I'm going to walk you through all of this. I just today wanted to give you like an overview of why this is so valuable in this project that we're working on, and why this is really going to help you to get clients, but also to earn Builderall commission and reoccurring income. Okay, so that's all the things that you're going to figure out in that meeting. Is this a done for me type of client, or is this a do it for you, or DIY client or a done for you type of client. Okay, so that's the purpose of the meeting. Okay, you want to give them this template, you want to get them all set up, but you also want to introduce yourself, maybe upsell them on different things. Okay. So, Yardbook, super, super cool. Definitely recommend it. Like I said, it's free. All right. So, the links that we're going to need, let me go ahead and log into my test account here. The links that you're going to need, if you go to settings, and this is for the client. You need to set up the client's account for them, okay? And you can do this in that meeting. So you can, make it a productive meeting. If you're talking to them already, do a little like introduction, see how you can help, and let's dive in and let's get you all set up. Now, as I'm setting this up, I can say, yeah, we're just gonna add this and that and whatever, but I can also add social proof. So if you look at my lawn care, we'll just wait. Let me refresh because I do have some social proof on here. So you could say, I can add social proof, and that would be, X amount of dollars, and I can add email marketing, and I can do. So you want to always be thinking during this, 1 hour meeting. You always want to be thinking about ways that you can upsell them. But see, there's my social proof. But it's not just about upselling, but you're actively listening to what they're saying. What are their problems, and how can you help them solve the problem? Okay. So now we know basically the whole setup here. Okay. Let's go ahead and to get the link for the get a quote. Okay. All we need to do is click here. So you go to the profile. So this is going to be the customize get a quote link. Now you see here that this is what it looks like. Here's all the options. You can actually customize here and hide different options. So let's say we actually don't do aeration. I can save that, and then it will take that icon away. All right. But of course, for if I'm just setting this up, I really want them to see, or I'm creating the demo funnel right now is what we're doing. So I want them to see all of the options. So I don't want to hide anything. But if I was in the meeting and I was setting this up for the client, I would say, what services do you offer? Let's go ahead and do that. Now, there are other options besides just hiding, but you do have to be a premium member to get the options because they actually you have to email them, and then the developers actually customize it for you. So it's not something that's super easy to do. So they only do it if you're a premium member. So that's important to know. And then on the next screen here, this is what it looks like if you have, how often do you need this service? And then, of course, here's the map, and then here's the contact info. So, like I said, there are things that you can customize, but what we need to do is get this link here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up my little notepad here, and we're going to say get quote button, and I'm going to paste that link here. Okay, move this out of the way. And it looks like Tyree is here. Good afternoon, Tyree. Okay, so we're going to go back to our profile here, and now we need the Pay Now button. Okay, so here is our custom Pay Now button with our for our website. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and just copy this. I'm going to go back to my little cheat sheet, and we're going to say Pay Now button, and I'll paste the link. All right. So now we understand Yardbook, we understand the flow and what we're trying to create here, okay? So now what we need to do is actually create our website, okay? So let's go to Cheetah. And let's actually create new site, and let's choose a template. Now, you don't have to choose a template. You can do this however you want to, but there is actually a gardening website template that we could use and save a little time. So let's scroll down here and see if I can find it. It's green. It should stand out. Here we go. All right, so let's go ahead and select this and save. And let's go to the home. Now, anytime you start with a template, especially if you are leading to another software, okay? For example, let's click the get a quote. Okay, so I'm going to open up this window. Now, here is where they're going to go. All right, when you're setting all this up, you know, you can put whatever name here. And actually, you could put, if you were just creating the demo, and we could do that now, instead of test, we could go back to the settings here. And instead of test, we could just put your lawn care business name. And I'm just going to copy, and we'll just paste that there, and let's say save. Okay, so now when we go back here, that should change that. So now it says your lawn care business name, because we want them, this is going to be a template, right? So we want them to be envisioning their own business. All right. So now we have this, and this link right here is the entire estimate process. Okay. You can take this link and you can embed it into a page, or you could simply just click the button. Okay. But the thing is, if you don't embed it into a page, then as soon as they click that button, it's going to have this ugly link. It's going to be outside of their website. So I definitely think that you should embed it into a page. All right. So let's just, let's create a new page. Okay. And let's say get estimate. And we'll say get estimate here. And the reason that I actually like to say get a quote, but since our page here says request an estimate, that's actually the verbiage that we should be using. So let's say instead of get, we'll say request an estimate, and request an estimate. Okay, now we'll save. Now we just have a blank page. Okay, so let's go ahead and edit this page. But you see, now we need to have a panel. Let's just go ahead and add panel. Because remember, I love working from backwards to the beginning. Okay, so I'm just going to add a blank panel here. I'm just going to expand this a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and delete this text. And then we want to add an iframe, because remember, we're going to just embed this. So let's go to iframe, and let's drag this to our panel. And when you left click, you'll see here, general settings. Now let's go ahead and embed the URL. And let's click here. It just appears better, and apply. All right, so now let's go ahead and just make this the full width and bring this up here. Okay, so you see now, like, how easy was that? We're cooking with gas, as Shelly says. Okay, so we actually need this bigger. So let's go to the size and let's adjust the height. So we're just gonna make this iframe a little bit larger. Okay, so looks pretty good, but we definitely want to make sure that it is the full length of the panel. Okay, so let's make it a little bit larger there. All right, now let's check out the mobile view and make sure that it looks good as well. So we definitely want to increase the minimum height. So let's go to minimum size, and let's increase that a little bit. Not too much, but we definitely want to make sure all the gray bars are gone on the side. But you see, it looks really, really good. And you know what, you guys, the thing about this is that these lawn care business guys, they have no idea about any of this stuff. And when they see this website, they're going to think that it's going to cost them thousands of dollars. And what you just learned is that they don't have to do any of that. They can create a free Builderall account and a free Yardbook account, and you can copy and paste their personalized request an estimate and their personalized pay now into their website, and it will only take you a few minutes. Okay, but they're going to be wowed by the setup that you're creating for them. So let's go back to the home now, and We definitely, now we need to edit our home page. Okay. But the thing about the home page is when you start editing, you want to, because we're sending them to this page here, you want to make sure that they don't feel like they got lost somewhere. Okay. You want them to feel like they just needed to go to the next place. Okay. So, actually, I'm kind of thinking I literally, because I love doing this stuff when I'm like on the fly with you guys, and I actually was just thinking, why not? Let me get out of some of this. Why not make the home page that banner for the request and estimate? Okay, let's do that. I think I'm loving this idea. So let's scooch this down just a little bit. And then what I'm going to do is save this panel. Okay, so I'm going to just save it to our personal elements because I don't want to go back, right? So let's say request an estimate banner and save. All right, now let's go back and save and exit. And let's go back to our home page. In reality, I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. Now I'm thinking about, I don't know if I want that to be. I'm thinking maybe I do. Let's go to personals and panels, and let's just see what it looks like. All right, we're gonna add that down to the bottom, and now let's go to move panels, and let's take that panel and move it all the way to the top here. Right, well, that moves. Let me check the questions here. So Jim says, I'm forgetting where the picture of the iframe comes from. Was it the template you chose earlier? Um, the picture of the iframe. Um, the this, if you're talking about this right here, this is on the iframe. This whole thing is the iframe. So let's actually, I don't know why that didn't move all the way up. Maybe I selected the wrong one. Oh, because it's lighter panels up here. I see, I see. Okay, so let's just move that below the header there. So let's click move, and it'll move it to the top, and we can decide if we like it there or not. Let's see. All right, so we just want to move that iframe up there. And we definitely want to have, a spot here where they have the menu. So that's what I'm thinking here, okay? But I'm not really sure. You guys let me know. Do you like where it says just request an estimate? Because I'm thinking that it would keep them. Let's trial something. Here's what I'm thinking, okay? Because, it does you no good to hear all of my nonsense talking if you don't know my logic behind it, right? So here's what I'm thinking. As they go through the quote process, it's going to be within this iframe. So they're actually never leaving this page. And I'm really thinking that I like that. And I literally just thought about it while I was doing this. I was thinking, why did we not just put that there? And then we can just save that to be one page. So let's try it. Let's actually just hide this for now. Okay. And let's click save. And let's actually look at the live version of this and make sure that it's actually, that it looks good. It'll actually, serve our purpose and stuff. Let me just refresh. So here is what it would look like as the full-blown website, okay? So this is all Cheetah. Of course, we want to definitely change the colors. We want to make it more congruent. But let's just type in an address here and um, let's just see what it looks like. Okay, so let's just choose this one. All right, so here we go with the next step. I don't know. I think it, I don't know. You guys let me know. What do you want me to do? Do you want to, I'm thinking we need an additional page. I don't think that this looks right to have it on the main website page. I'm thinking no. Okay. So scratch that idea. So this is what we're going to do. All right, we're going to delete. We're going to just delete this whole thing and delete. Oh, I made a mistake and I didn't work in an incognito window. I think that's why everything's being wonky. All right, let's go up here because we hid our panel. So let's just now put it back. All right. So now we have our panel. Everything is back to how it was, and let's click save. Okay, and that's fine. And close. Okay, so this is actually a really good spot right now. What we're going to do for us to go ahead and stop. What we're going to do tomorrow though is we're actually going to extract this image here, because even if we're saying, request an estimate on the next page, we want this same green color on our home page, and we also want to extract this image and make sure that we're using the same fonts and everything, or at least as close as possible, the same verbiage and all of those things. Because you can see here, there's no footer on this and there's no navigation above here. So really, this does need to be in an iframe. So we're going to go ahead and just create that tomorrow. I don't want to go too deep into customizing the whole website and then have to stop so that you guys are confused or lost if I didn't confuse you already. So let me go ahead and come back here and okay. So we're going to go ahead and stop there, and we're going to continue with this tomorrow. So like I said, tomorrow we're going to extract that, we're going to brand, and we're going to build out that whole page on the home page. And then we're actually going to also add the iframe to another page, just like we did the request an estimate page. And that way we'll have a page for them to look up their invoice and pay. And then we'll also have a page for them to request an estimate. Of course, we need headers and footers, we need legal pages, we need all of that stuff. But of course, we're going to build all of that out, because this is going to be a real life case study. I want to try to get this done as soon as possible so that you guys can start prospecting. There are many, many lawn care management groups. There's YouTube videos all over the place that you could network in. If you try to look up how to start a lawn care business or anything like that, there's nothing. There are some popular lawn care YouTube guys who basically just they film their day and all of that stuff, but there's not a lot really that show lawn care business owners like how to actually put together the website and how to actually use Yardbook and things like that. So if you create this funnel, if you create this template in this funnel, and then you are doing how to get estimates for your lawn care business, how to store their credit cards on file, or any of that stuff, then you could then direct them to your funnel to give them a free lawn care website, right? You create content for people who are interested in starting or scaling their lawn care business. Those are the target people that we want to have. So go to LinkedIn, look for different pages. Who doesn't have a website? Use Google My Business. We're going to do all of that, okay? And I'm really going to prospect with you. So once this is done, I'm going to go and I'm going to find clients who want to book an appointment so that we can, get their whole business set up. That's a great, great time. To really establish yourself as an authority to these business owners. So I'm really, really excited about this. This is a great time, and they need it so bad. If you look on the Facebook Marketplace, you can find all kinds of lawn care business owners who say, I'll mow your grass, just call me. They have no idea. They just want to start. And it's you have to start somewhere, right? There's nothing wrong with that. But what we want to do is really give them an opportunity to grow a respectable business, okay? So really excited about it. Lawn care is that's how I got started in the whole local business marketing. So I am really excited to basically show you guys everything that I know about the lawn care business. So anyway, I will see you tomorrow, same time, same place. Go build it with Builderall. Thank you so much for joining me for today's live training. Don't forget to text the word live to 1317-623-4596 so you never miss a training, and click the link above or below this video to join the Builderall family.